Good morning. Welcome to the Kila Chari Torah Halacha review of the day. Thank you for tuning in on Wednesday, the 26th of May. We've been talking about various customs associated with weddings, with chuppahs. The minhag, there's a custom that a chassan and kala, bride and groom, fast on the day of their wedding. That brought by Ramah and Shulchan Aruch, number of other places. Many reasons are given for this. Some say it's because it's like a day of atonement for them. It's like a Yom Kippur, says the Chaye Adam, the Mishnah Brura, Yismach Lev, among others. Some say it's done to avoid intoxication and not having clear minds at the time of the Kiddushin. Additionally, some people would fast before any special mitzvah is performed. So chassan and kala, bride and groom, fast before this very important mitzvah of marriage. Another reason is that the chatan, the groom, is like on his wedding day is like a king, and since a king is judged every day, a chassan fasts. Others say that the day of the chuppah is like Matan Torah. We've spoken a lot in the past about Shavuot, which we just experienced a couple of days ago, being like Matan Torah, like the giving of the Torah at Sinai, standing together at Mount Sinai to receive the Torah, and the Jewish people fasted before we receive the Torah, according again to Yismach Lev. One does not have to accept the fast upon themselves while davening mincha the day before, as is customary, usually with personal fast. According to the reason that the chuppah is a day of atonement, if the chuppah is very late at night, then one can break one's fast after Tzeis HaKochavim, after the stars appear. Let's say it's wintertime and nightfall comes earlier. If the chuppah is during the day, one should fast till after the chuppah. Some places have the custom that only the groom fasts. Others say that neither of them fast. The overwhelming custom is that both bride and groom should fast. If either one is experiencing difficulty fasting, he or she does not have to continue. Some places have the custom that the parents of the bride and groom also fast. However, the custom of most is not to do so. A bride and groom are permitted to brush their teeth and to use mouthwash, and one who is not fasting still should not eat too much on the day of their wedding. Further, the custom is that on the day of the wedding, the kala has the talis given to the chassan, her husband about to be. Some do it even earlier than that. There's also a custom that they make a reception for the bride and groom, for the chassan and kala. Some say there's a badchan. Some have a custom. There's a badchan, a merrymaker there, someone who recites interesting, cute rhymes to entertain and make people enjoy the simcha that much more. At this time, many have the custom to give a kvittel to the chassan to daven for them under the chuppah. People slip their names, or maybe the name of someone who needs something, a particular bracha. They write that on a piece of paper and give it to the groom to have with him and to daven under the chuppah. Tanayim. There is a custom to break a plate at the Tnayim as a remembrance of the Churban, of the destruction of the temple. That is done by any of the Mechutanim, usually the two mothers. The minhag is to break a complete plate. Yet another customary that the chassan is accompanied by his father, father-in-law, family, and friends to cover the face of the kala. This is called badekin, Yiddish word for covering over. The accepted custom is that the chassan himself, the groom himself, covers the bride's face with a veil. Many others, such as the fathers and grandfathers, may cover her face also. This is done right before the chuppah. Some consider this to be the actual chuppah, according to some opinions, the Ramah and the Bach, the Bais Chadash, Rabbi Sirkis. Some say that the kala conceals her face to demonstrate that she's only interested in her chassan. Others say it's to show that that we are not looking at her beauty, but all her deeds and her family. Other explanations I've heard is that the Shekhinah, the divine presence, rests upon the face of the bride at the time of the chuppah, and others to say, as I tell young brides and grooms, or brides and grooms of any ages, that the chassan the groom is indicating by covering his wife's face with a veil that he accepts her as she is, all the things that he can see and all the things that he is not able to see or not able to see yet. The face of the kala is not revealed until after the chuppah. Many indeed use a sheer veil. There was a see-through veil. Okay, we'll pause here and we'll continue tomorrow. Please join us then. Have a good day.